Hey everybody, JR here. Welcome back to the continuation of our Mass Effect 3 videos. Uh, let's see. Um, in our last video, we did the whole Omega DLC. So we helped Arya with the Omega, with taking back Omega from Cerberus. So we finished that, which was pretty cool because you didn't use your squad mates for that. You had Arya with you the whole time, and then you met up with her Arya's former former love interest, a female Turian named Nyreen. So that was pretty cool. For the short time that Nyreen was around, she was a pretty interesting character. Also, considering she's the only, at this point, she's the only female Turian in the main story of the games so far. So that was pretty good. Hopefully, we actually get some more eventually, and maybe some of the other uh, get some more like opposite gender of the aliens. Because obviously we're not going to see no male. We're not going to see no male Asari because it's been established from day one that the entire Asari race is just female. So that we're not going to see. We did get to see the from Mass Effect 2 at least. And Mass Effect 3. We did get female Krogan. In 2, I believe they talked about them, so we knew they existed when we were trying to stop, like, Malin's research and all that stuff. With the stuff he was doing to try to cure the genophage and all that stuff. In the very extremist way he was going about it. And but then we got to actually see Eve herself when we were rescuing her from the Cerberus invasion of on Surkesh, where the Solarians were treating her for complications from Malin's research, his experiments and stuff. So at least we got to see that. At least physically see and interact with a female Krogan. So we got to see one at least. Well, to actually interact back and forth with one. What other race? We haven't seen any female. What was it? Elcors? Or were they? Depending on their speech pattern, it's probably likely they would be female, but you wouldn't be able to tell because of how they how Elcor talk. The very like bland way they talk. Hey, we haven't seen any female Volus. Female Solarians we have because the Balatras that tried to get us to sabotage the genophage cure and everything. That was a female Solarian, so we got to see one. No Hanar. I don't think we've seen a female Hanar. Uh, that's about it. The only race that we actually got to see, obviously the Geth are all machines, so gender doesn't matter. But obviously we haven't. The only race that I believe we've seen, not an equal amount, but at least like uh more than one like female character, but besides the Asari, obviously, was the Quarians, because you have the two admirals who are women, the obviously Tali, and then in certain side quests you've interacted with some female Quarians, and then you saw like a bunch of the male admirals, and then some of the male Quarian soldiers and stuff like that. So aside from humans, the Quarians are the only ones that you kind of got uh, several of both genders running around. So, but in any case, but we also got done with the first half of the Citadel DLC. So we finished that half as far as the big story stuff is concerned, with the whole having an evil clone trope, which was overwhelmingly hilarious with all the references and tongue-in-cheek Easter eggs, and the references to the memes and stuff that came out of that primarily came out of Mass Effect 2, pretty much. With the early like big boom of social media culture, and taking like some of the things that were said in Mass Effect and then making like memes and stuff out of it. So nice that the Citadel DLC took that and was like, "Oh, we're just gonna run with it, and we're just gonna acknowledge the hilariousness of some of those memes, and just have the characters themselves kind of run with it, which is pretty funny." Um, we also have the second half of the DLC that we need to finish, so we got to do the party, which the party in itself is going to be full of hilarious stuff going on. Um, Especially since we're gonna invite like all the squad mates, so it's gonna be very funny interactions all over the place. And uh, a little funny thing from the first half of the Citadel DLC is with Trainer, when you get to the Normandy to try to break in, to try to prevent your clone from stealing the Normandy. You uh when Trainer comes in and she's like mad because it's like, wait, you just threw me out of the Normandy and stuff. That section with Shepard actually changes if you're actually in a relationship with Trainer. You actually get a Paragon interrupt where you literally just stop her from talking by just planning a kiss on her. And right when she's about, and right because she's gonna be taken aback by it, and right before she says anything, you literally put your finger on her mouth and be like, "It's an evil clone. Don't worry, we're gonna take care of it." Like she just completely like is dumbfounded during that whole scene, which is really 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 funny. So if you ever went with a Trainer romance, uh, in Mass Effect 3, I would recommend it because it's actually one of the more lighthearted, funny romances you can do. Obviously, you have to be female Shepard to do that romance though, because Trainer she is a lesbian, so you have to be female Shepard to do that. But yeah, so we're gonna uh get this party started. Well, literally get the party started because we gotta. Because we actually have to set it up and do the. Get the party supplies and then invite everyone. I wonder if the. There's also individual special interactions that you could do with each of the squad mates and former squad mates. I'm trying to remember if that's before you throw the party or do you get those after you throw the party. And we'll see. We'll find out as we go through. Because we're also going to be able to explore the new area of the Citadel, the Silver Sun Strip. Because in the first part of the DLC, you couldn't really do that. It was just taking you from area to area. But now, since you're
you have received a new message.
Since you have to set up the party and stuff now you can actually walk around and explore the area and stuff. Okay, Bray, thank you. Can't be any worse than the little cabin I had. Miranda, really. Oh, it seems like we do that now. Oh, okay, so we're gonna do it now. Alright. That's, yeah, that's good. I wanna do these before... Yeah, because I want to do these hangouts before doing the party. Because I was hoping we could close out this DLC with the actual party. Oh, there you go. There's the invite button. Because I don't want to mess up anything. Try to mess up anything here. Alright, we'll go with James first. Oh, I think I remember which one this is. Okay, this could be a long one if we actually...
Hey, Lola. Nice place. Might not look so nice after throwing that party you were talking about.
You wouldn't trash my new apartment, would you, James?
Me? No. Never.
Uh-huh.
Nice view. But this place, it's just so... not what I'm used to.
Which is?
I grew up on the beach on the Pacific, so, you know, water, sand, real air.
You miss it?
Yeah. And the people.
So, what's her name?
No. I stopped fraternizing when I joined the military. The two don't seem to go well together.
Hasn't stopped you from being a shameless flirt.
Yeah, well, that's just my way. I don't mean anything by it, Lola.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm not making things awkward for you and Liara, right?
Not even remotely. So did you really come up here to talk about my personal life?
Oh, shit, right. I wanted to show you.
No, the tattoo he was getting last time we saw each other.
What do you think?
Looks good. And you've earned it.
See it.
Now the real work begins, right?
Exactly. And I heard what you said before, and I'm in. 100%.
Glad to hear it.
Anyway, that's it. Just wanted to show you that bad boy. I gotta get back to the Normandy. Esteban wants my help working on the shuttle.
Thanks for coming by, James.
This is gonna be a perfect place for a fiesta. Hasta la vista, Shepard.
Oh, okay.
Catch you later, Shepard.
Oh yeah, this part. God, this
What
part.
the hell?
is crazy.
No way.
Hey, you're going into my bedroom. Oh, good.
You've
it's
been
not the
holding
bedroom,
out on
it's the
me.
jacuzzi, though.
Oh, man. This is sweet. Come on. Let me just use it for a bit.
God, this is fucking stupid.
This is high quality stuff.
Yeah, sure it is.
Maybe I could, you know, come here for my workouts. What do you think?
Really? I don't think so, buddy.
You gonna watch or you gonna join in?
Oh yeah, that's what the prompt on that pull bar. Well, not the
I
pull
love
bar,
this.
but this bar is. Oh yeah, the pull bar. Well, they call it the pull bar, but I don't know why. Okay. Okay. Let me save real quick. Okay. You're gonna actually have to. You're actually gonna do pull-ups on this bar. It's gonna be really crazy because you could try to do a certain amount of them. Watch. Oh dear Lord. Let's see if we can even do this.
Hey, Shepard. You know, my record is 182.
He
You
ain't
think you
lying
can
with
beat it?
that number either.
Maybe.
Oh, this should be good.
Yeah, see, now it's gonna go back and forth. They're not lying either. You have to get 183.
Not bad.
It's a good way to get Paragon and Renegade points, I guess, points though. I was dying when you had to do when you were like, oh, you could do this. Like, you can actually try to.
You look like a pro.
Shut up, Vega.
Touchy, touchy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And you can't pause.
That's 20.
See? Out of 180, 83 is what you gotta do. Oh, dear Lord. Well, we'll see how far we can go. I have...
That's it, come on.
Like how he tries to motivate you, like, as you do this. Jesus Christ. Oh my Lord. This is how you know how much of a meathead fucking Yoda is. If you couldn't tell by how, like, outrageously buff he is.
Nice.
I really wish there was a counter or something for this. So that way you could tell what the, like, how many fucking things, how many pull-ups he did.
40, nice.
See? Jesus Christ. And we're trying to be in it to win it. Don't know how far we're gonna get, but... really good pull-up bar, by the way, to be able to like pull up with this.
Got a front row seat to the gun show.
Jesus Christ. This. You see how they try to trip you up too? Because you think it's gonna be one.
Keep it up, amigo.
Because it goes one or the other sometimes, and then it, like, see, like, it just double up there. So they try to get you with what's going on?
That's 60. High five.
God damn, just 60?
Funny.
Like, yo, it feels like we've been doing a lot more than that. Yo, how her tiny little arms are not getting extremely buff and cut from this, I have no idea. Like, come on.
Make it burn.
Come on. Can we? Come on. Jesus. Oh, my Lord.
Don't lose your focus. I would like to give you to give me an update anytime, Vega, please. That's halfway to my record.
Okay.
Great.
So what's that, about 90? Because it's 183 you have to well, his record's 182, so you have to do at least 183. Well, you have to do exactly 183. Because once you do the last one, that's pretty much it. Like you can't, like the game will stop after, the game will stop you after that. So
100. That's impressive.
Thanks.
Just 82 to go.
that was like, wasn't it? Oh, number 3 in a row.
You go, Commander.
Oh, what was that, 4? 5 in a row? 6. See, now it switches it up on you. Oh, see? Look, that was one. Went back to the other. Come on.
Hang in there.
God.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Got a ways to go, my friend.
No, really, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's like, bro, I'm already well past 100 by now. Come on. How her arms are not gonna be outrageously sore after this, I have no idea. They ain't gonna go to the shooting range after this. What a weird angle though. Camera. Come on.
Don't lose it now.
Dang it, James, don't. Unless you're gonna give me a number, don't interrupt me. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, almost there. Come so far now. Okay, come on. God, there should have really been like a score, like on the corner or something. Is that it? Yep.
Holy hell, you did it.
Woo!
I don't know what to say. How you feeling?
It's like shit.
Might need help pulling my armor on next time.
I'm happy to help, Lola.
tease a girl when she's winded.
Okay, okay. Damn, you still got it. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Don't worry, I won't.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. We didn't hang. I was like, what happened?
You get to do this all the time. Just let me have some fun.
Okay, so he's literally just gonna keep being there for a minute. So he won't disappear until you leave, like completely leave the apartment to go outside, or like we're about to do, and invite somebody else. Okay, so we're gonna save that because Jesus Christ, that went on for a minute. Ugh. Give my fingers almost trying to give me carpal tunnel. We'll go with Miranda first, because we'll save Liara for the last one, because she's the
Miranda, good to see you.
girlfriend, so.
How do you like the place?
Not a part of town I'd normally associate you with, Shepard. I like it. Oh, fix me something while you're back there, would you?
Sure, I'll get just the thing. So what brings you back?
I was hearing some confusing reports. Sounded like you had lost your mind.
No doubt. My communications were hacked, among other things. I'm sure the news had a field day.
It did. So, a clone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, saw it myself. Did you know anything about this?
Just rumors. Nothing really caught my attention. But about this Brooks.
Heard anything?
Not as Brooks, but as Hope Lilium. Another lie, certainly. When the collectors showed up, she put together the dossiers on your crew for the elusive man.
Yeah, she did mention that.
Never paid her much mind. Interesting. My focus at the time was bringing you back. We needed the real Shepard, not some cheap knockoff. I mean, really. A clone?
Yes. Hard to imagine.
I'm not sure the galaxy could survive two Shepards. Think of the property damage.
Really?
Oh, they shut down my favorite sushi place.
That's a shame.
Shepard, you didn't.
I did. Fell right through the fish tank.
How did you manage that?
It was shooting at me.
It exploded. Hey, it was the clone's plan, not mine.
Exactly.
Blowing up a fish tank shouldn't be part of anyone's plan. Although executing marine life seems to be some sort of hobby with you. No wonder your clone couldn't resist.
It was the first step in taking over my whole life. We stopped it.
Good thing, but why did it want your life? Why would anyone? All that running, jumping, gunfire. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I try not to think about it.
Probably for the best.
Trust me, I know all this isn't normal.
Speaking of trust, with all this clone business, how do I know you're the real Shepard?
I don't know, you just do.
Do I? That's the trouble with clones. You can never be sure.
Come on, you rebuilt me from almost nothing. Don't you recognize your own handiwork?
It's not as if I carved my initials in the corner.
Well, clone or not, I'm the only Shepard left.
Good point. I guess I'm stuck with you.
I do have a crazy life, don't I?
That you do, my friend. That you do.
What's also funny about some of these invites too is if you're in relationships with some of these characters, obviously these invites will be a little bit more intimate. So another good way of trying to do things over and over and over again, because like doing different playthroughs, to see all the fun stuff you can do. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, so Javik is... Okay, Javik's outside, Garrus is outside, Trainer's outside, and Liara, Vega, and Miranda are the only ones that wanted to come to the actual apartment, which is fine. Alright, Liara, you're up, and then I can go outside and do some little bit of exploring around.
Greetings, Commander.
Shepard. I didn't know you could play.
Actually, this is the only song I know.
Why is that?
There was always something more important to do. A ruin to uncover, intel to gather, a commander to save.
Ha! You couldn't sit still long enough.
Could you?
Is there something special about this song?
On one of my first digs, a storm swept in. We were trapped inside. I was so restless. I wanted to get back to work. One of the other archaeologists, Dr. Olena, had this keyboard. She took it everywhere. She taught me to play this song while we waited.
It's a good song.
Thank you, Shepard. I've always loved that song.
And I really like piano, even though I couldn't play piano myself. Really, Glyph?
Shepard, What are you doing?
Making sure you don't run off to something more important.
I can't imagine what that would be.
We should do this more often.
Yes, well, maybe after.
Every day after.
Shepard.
I like how Glyph just just excuses himself for a minute. Oh. There you go. There you go, turn the music back.
This place is nice.
Shall I transfer over your reports so that you might work here?
Yes, thank you, Glyph.
Okay, and she'll stay here
Glyph,
for a minute.
can you copy that song to my personal files on the Normandy?
Certainly, Dr. Tassoni.
Shepard.
That's it. Nothing else? Oh yeah.
Shepard.
Kind of disappointing though that I can't sit next to her or something. Some sort of other interaction to just chill. Kind of like how at the end of Mass Effect 2 you can depending on if your romance was one of the squad mates on your ship, you could invite them to your cabin and you could chill with them on the couch, you could chill with them on the bed and stuff like that. Sadly, you can't do that here. Fucking tease me. Alright, so we took care of the invites here, so now we can go outside and chill with some of the other characters outside here. Which some of them are outrageously hilarious, by the way. Because that one was more sweet than anything. Okay.
We're happy to fulfill all your household needs.
Okay, so now we can spruce up the... we can buy all this stuff to spruce up the apartment. Which we're just gonna buy everything, because we're kind of rolling in money at this point, so it doesn't really matter. And then before we throw the party, we'll do some interior decorating first, and then we'll throw the party after.
Now that is beautiful.
Where's everybody? Three. Okay, no one's there. Three. That would be okay.
Really? Why exactly?
So can we expect more Elcor Shakespeare from you?
Oh, the arcade is that way. Yeah, let's do the Jack first.
Actually, I found a production of Macbeth.
Oh,
that
okay.
uses Crogan's talent as
With the production of Francis King's All Elcor Hamlet coming to a close, I am now available. Sincere request. If you know any good agents, please send them my way.
That's funny. An Elcor actor. Alright, let's see what Javik got going on.
Enjoying your shore leave, Javik?
I have been asked to take part in a feat. I am told it is a great honor and will boost morale for the war.
Who says it will?
Commander Shepard, I didn't realize you were coming too. Perfect timing, perfect timing. You can play yourself. Attention, the Prothean is on set. Someone tell the stunt double he's been demoted. We have the real Shepard now. All right, places everyone. Quickly, quickly. Cue the backdrop. Roll cameras.
Oh, Lord.
And action. Commander Shepard, thank you for coming. The urgent hour of doom, which we all urgently face, draws near. Urgently so. But there is hope. The Council understands you recently found a Prothean in a refrigerator and defrosted him.
What? In a refrigerator?
Yeah. He was in the freezer, right behind the Varen roast.
You die now! Not yet. That line comes later. The Vorcha Councilor will kindly refrain from further interruptions.
I believe I've been misinformed about the purpose of this vid.
Now then, O wise Prothean Elder, what wisdom of the ages can you share with us?
Salarian kidney is best served at room temperature. It is even better when the Salarian is still alive. The fear adds spice.
Prothean don't like you.
Did someone say Prothean? This one is familiar with enkindling. This one has enkindled multiple females across the galaxy.
Oh, dear Lord.
Blasto! About time you showed up! The galaxy is under attack by Reapers!
Look, you see him walking.
If only someone had warned us about them years ago!
This one tried. This one was ignored. This one's efforts fell on obstructed...
Actually, that was me. Sovereign, Saren, you might have heard of them.
Yes, and Blasto here destroyed half the Citadel, putting them down. But even he's just one Hanar.
And now we've asked Commander Shepard and his Prothean partner here to assist.
This one did not read that far into the script. This one does not share top billing.
Wait, what? But it's Blasto 7. Blasto goes to war? Think of the children.
In my cycle, your kind were nothing more than appetizers. Would you prefer to be boiled or fried?
Prothean don't like you.
This one has found his motivation. Very well. Commander Shepard and Prothean partner of undetermined ethnic origin. Welcome to the Spectre Club.
Of undetermined ethnic origin? Okay.
I've been in the club for 3 years now.
Correct. But you are not an Ultra Spectre Elite 4000 Deluxe. This one is a 7000. This one has less recoil and faster load time.
Where is the airlock so I may throw you out of it?
We don't have a prop for that. Cue the sound effects. Change the backdrop.
Look! It's Sovereign half-brother Sluggard!
Sluggard?
And he's looking for some payback.
Wait, where'd you get
Cue the
that from?
stunt double! Your line. Say your line. You die now! Oh no! The Fortune Counselor is indoctrinated!
This one is the hero of the Citadel. This one has an incendiary projectile with the Counselor's name on it.
This one is the hero of the Citadel. I'll handle it.
This one insists.
This one doesn't care.
This one wishes he was still frozen in the refrigerator. May we go now, Commander?
Strike the set. Telcasting will need a new Vorcha. Prepare for Blasto 8. Blasto cures the genophage.
Oh dear lord. The funny part about that is technically they hinted at Blasto, I believe, in part. Was it part 2? Or it was just in this one during like conversation and certain
Unless they lived in Burnham Wood. Did Pyjax come to Dunsany?
Okay, yeah, we're going the right way.
No funny business.
Where are you, buddy?
So who's this patriarch person you keep going on about?
What? You never heard of Mighty Patriarch?
What should we do first?
Here. Buy the party supplies. Got that out of the way. Oh, I was about to say, I was like, wait, what happened? Oh, looking good, Garrus. Probably could have done without the... Hey, look, another female Turian. Probably could have done without the,
Shepard?
So what do Turians usually do with their time off?
the little eyepiece.
Mostly we make plans for what to do when we're back at work. I have some ideas on the Normandy's forward cannon.
You know what you need, Garrus?
That Mark IV silencer scope I saw at the gun shop?
I was thinking a date. Hey, excuse me. I saw you checking out my friend here. I thought you two should meet.
Hello?
Right. Hello. And...
Tell her she looks nice.
You seem like a nice person. Maybe a little quiet, introspective, but decent.
Oh, Lord.
Overall.
Oh. Thank you. I think.
Try small talk.
Come here often. I imagine anyone who does is probably an alcoholic.
Oh,
Actually, I do. I work at the Turian embassy. Come here to unwind.
I know, right?
Yeah. Well, listen. I've got this thing I forgot I had to do, and I should probably just go do it.
Yoink.
Sorry. Let's start over again. What I'd been trying to say is my name's Garrus, and I'd love to have a drink with you.
I love how we got to play wingman for him. And also get a little example of how ridiculously bad Garrus is at relationships. That's also a little taste of what you can be dealing with if you're female shepherd and you actually go into a relationship with Garrus. That's the type of stuff that you could deal with. I believe though I believe you have to start the relationship with Garrus in Mass Effect 2 first, and then you have to continue that relationship into Mass Effect 3 to get the full relationship experience for him. Which is really fun and funny. So, seeing Garrus bumble
So I'm deployed to a hotspot on Noveria. My usual squad's on medical, so I'm stuck with any N7s who are nearby.
Small talk, relationships, all that stuff. Trying to flirt and be romantic. Hilarious.
Have a good evening now.
Saeed.
Take that.
Okay, these are several mini games you can do. Obviously that one's like Rock'em Sock'em Robots there. I think this is like Battleship kind of. It's also the game's way of trying to earn money. So you can kind of earn money this way. Zaid at the claw machine.
You're mine, you bastard. God damn it.
Zaid?
Over here, Shepard. This thing is fucking impossible.
What are you doing?
There was a kid here, sniveling brat, spending all his credits, crying.
So you thought you'd get a prize for him?
He asked. Looked simple enough. God damn it.
Where's the kid?
What do I care? Got any credit, Shepard?
Isn't there something better we could go do?
What could possibly be more important than Zaid Masani not getting bested by some fucking kids game?
You really want one of those plushie toys?
Goddamn right I do.
Okay then.
Credits.
Sure. But even a bounty hunter's gotta use his manners once in a while.
Please.
Please.
Easy, easy.
It's obviously rigged somehow.
Rigged?
I'm going to hunt down the shit-for-brains inventor of this crooked game and pull his inspiration out through his asshole. Probably some smart-ass Salarian bastard. I'm going back in. Credits. All right. Here you go, sweetheart.
Okay, Zaid, where to?
How should I know? What do you feel like? Apollo's? Casino? More claw?
Yeah, but this time you play with your own damn credits.
I'm man enough to pay for my own addictions, Shepard.
Addiction? Already?
I'm an all-in kind of guy.
I think I knew that about you.
So,
That's recruit rating. Which gun to use for best armor penetration? As if anyone carries 2 guns anymore.
okay, so we got purple, blue, and green.
What will you win? Prizes! You could win!
See, thankfully, it stops like when you.
Congratulations! You're a winner!
So purple was. Well, purple, blue, and green are.
What will you win?
At least you don't have to move it like all the way.
Congratulations! You're a winner! Win a prize! What will you win?
Is like all you have to do is line it up, wait for the correct color, and then just let it down, and then it does
Congratulations! You're a winner! Now, what will you win? Wanna try? Congratulations! You're a winner!
How many music tracks?
What will you win? Congratulations! You're a winner!
Oh, okay. So purple does nothing anymore.
What will you win?
Except give you money.
What about a brute? Warp field and weaken its armor. Let it
So
close.
let's go with green.
Phantom? Overload her barriers, fire a bit if she pulls out.
Congratulations!
Still
You're a winner! What will you win? Congratulations! You're a winner! What will you win? Congratulations! You're a winner! What will you win?
Come on.
Congratulations! You're a winner! What will you win?
How many music tracks did they get for this?
I just never anticipated Terry and Toronto using the
Congratulations! You're a winner!
Now we gotta win.
What will you win?
Alright, so what do we got here?
Congratulations!
Oh, nothing.
You're a winner!
Alright. Okay, now we can do trainer. I like trainers. Trainers is actually pretty funny. Her little hangout thing. Especially if you're in a relationship with her, it's actually even funnier.
Brilliant endgame. Excellent use of the Baylusian Gambit.
Is this space chess?
It's called Kapesh Yakshi, Blade of the Night Winds. The Asari have played it since we were supposed to meet for lunch. I'm so sorry. I entered the tournament on a lark. I thought I'd be eliminated in the first few rounds.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be free to join your friend in 20 moves or fewer.
Oh.
T'Souza. Trainer, would you like to just give me your frigates now? I always take them sooner or later.
Polgara T'Souza. She's knocked me out of 4 tournaments.
if I remember correctly, win this thing is the funnier option.
Specialist.
Commander?
There you go.
Kick her ass.
Roger that.
Damn it. Ah! So much for your frigate. Neural feedback. It disincentivizes sacrificing pieces casually.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
A few more centuries, trainer, and you might be a challenge. You must not have that much time to practice now, living on that warship. My people have more respect for the great thinkers. I'm able to live quite comfortably teaching Asari maidens tactics and strategy through this game.
So your job is playing games?
Mentoring students in strategic and tactical simulations. Yes.
Specialist trainer here helped us take down Cerberus. We're preparing our final assault thanks to her efforts.
I'm sure she's a wonderful serviceman, but she just lost her last frigate.
Traded her last frigate, actually, for your homeworld. Thanks, Commander. And I apologize again for missing lunch.
All for a good cause, trainer. Carry on.
Oh, dear lord. Oh, wait, what the hell was that? Like an interaction with nothing. Okay, so this we can't actually play, which is kind of sad. And we did all of that. Did we get anything special from some of the other games? At the rules. No, I think it's just money.
Did you catch the updated intel reports on stripping enemy defenses? It's embarrassing.
That's recruit reading.
Pick a prize in our newly restored claw game.
Good night.
Anyone else? No.
More L4 Shakespeare from you?
Actually, I'm mounting a production of Macbeth with a new Krogan talent as the lead.
I had this perfect spot. Long sightlines.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to the Armax Arsenal Arena. Armax Arsenal and the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board have registered you for a complimentary competitor's pass. You may start a match by going downstairs and selecting simulator options. When you are ready, enter the locker room.
Oh yeah, see? This is the special thing about this little combat minigame is if you want to get to be able to play with some of your previous squad mates, this is how you do it. You win you play the challenges, you win points, and then you buy the licenses. And then you unlock them as squad mate choices for this minigame. Because that's your bronze rewards. And then you got your silver rewards, which is just like modifiers, challenging modifiers.
Combat simulator.
And then you got your gold, which is just more modifiers and stuff.
Please remember to retain your winnings at the Armax Arena store, located in the main lobby. The next match will be starting soon. Good luck to the competitors. The next match will be starting soon. Enjoy the show.
Levels, got your enemies, whatever challenge you want. And obviously,
Combat simulator competitors,
your main
please
choices
prepare for your matches
are
on the lower level.
I can't even back out of this.
The next match will be starting soon. Good luck to the competitors.
There we go. I'm like trying to exit. Oh look. Hey, look at the scoreboard. We have. Oh look, the reporter Al Jelani is on the scoreboard with
The next match will be starting soon. Enjoy the show.
2,012 points. And then we have Bailey with almost 4,000
competitors. Please prepare for your matches on the
Barra Vaughn, who I believe that's the boldest, with almost 5,000 points. And number 1 we have Arya with a little more than 5,400 points. So that's interesting.
The next match will be starting soon. Good luck to the competitors.
So that's fun. I know I meet someone here.
Looks exactly the same as the others.
That's exactly the point. Other than a couple small badges, nobody knows.
You have received a new message.
Commander, I see you have purchased the necessary party supplies. When you are ready, you can send invitations from your private terminal.
Let's go with the red. I'm mad. It's kind of disappointing that it kicks me out every time I make a choice, though. See? Yeah, that one's fine. Send invitations in. There's more, oh. Where am I going? There's some, people on the way to the apartment. There's also interactions outside. We'll do these first. We'll do the sad one now. Okay, let's get the sad one over with.
We are gathered here to honor the life of Thane Krios. Thane touched each of our lives in different ways. The Counselor knew him as a hero. The Normandy's crew knew him as a brother in arms. And others as a father devoted to his son. Though his life took him to very dark places, Thane cared for the better angels of our nature. Even when he was terminally ill, he ran through war-torn streets to reach me, because he knew I needed help. You all know the results of that day. An assassin, a professional criminal, gave his life for his galaxy. And now he can rest. Would anyone else like to speak?
What I remember about Thane was his confidence. He told me once about how he remembered everything, even every mistake he made. If I did that, I'd be a nervous wreck. Thane kept it under control.
It's strange, but the last word I label Thane with is assassin. We cut each other in firefights. That makes him a partner.
Thane's last stand was important. But let us also remember why Thane left the Normandy. To keep his son away from a life of crime. Deeds such as these do not go unnoticed by the universe. They echo in all who hear them. That is why I am here.
Thane took himself seriously, a trait with which I did not always agree. I tried to make him laugh on several occasions. But what I interpreted as a lack of humor was masking a great effort. Thane was turning his life around, in a way few organics do.
The day Thane came onto the Normandy, all Kelly and I knew about him was that he could probably kill us all with a ballpoint pen. But after you got to know him, there wasn't any reason to be afraid. He let you know where you stood. Kolyat, do you,
When I was little, I thought my father had it all figured out. He said men must be loyal to their friends and dangerous to their enemies. But when he prevented me from hurting someone, he had changed. He said enemies and ego are not as important as loved ones. I didn't want to hear it. I was lost. I called him a hypocrite in 1,000 different ways. Said that he was going soft. Now, I think maybe he did have it all figured out. That's all I can say. If anyone would like to continue, we'll be here.
Looks like people are starting to clear out.
Commander, thank you for holding this event. In time, it will be a good memory.
I don't know if I'll be as philosophical about it. It's still kind of raw.
I understand. If you will excuse me, I should take this opportunity to speak with the counselor.
About what?
He is feeling grateful, and I want to point out there are some Solarian biologists who need funding. If anyone would be able to create a breakthrough in the treatment of Kepral syndrome, it would be them.
If you need someone to hold the counselor's feet to a fire, I'm there.
I appreciate the offer, but Counselor Valorn has recently orated about funding science during wartime. My odds are good. Oh, before I go, I was organizing my father's possessions, and I came upon copies of video messages he tried to send you. I sent them to your extranet address. I hope they help more than they hurt. Until we meet again, Commander.
Check those messages. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go.
Shepard, I suppose I should thank you for my freedom. Leaving the Normandy was the right decision. It was saddening to see our crew go their separate ways. But it is better than answering questions in an Alliance interrogation room. I hope this message finds you well. As for me, I have moved into an apartment on the Citadel not far from Kolyat.
Should have moved in with him.
I think the first attack I had frightened him. I will spare you the details. It seemed very dramatic at the time. But in comparison to the Omega Relay, it was a child's game. In any case, good luck getting the Alliance to listen to you. Let's keep in touch. Shepard, if you sent a message back, I didn't get it. I suppose communications from someone of my reputation would be restricted. The irony is, I am a danger to no one these days. I am even paying taxes on my investments. I can't expect Kolyat to do so if I don't. He is doing better. He has no significant other, and he is temperamental. But he is employed and staying out of crime. I can tell he is serious about changing. It has cost him more than a few friends. Send something back if you can, Shepard. I can only learn so much from news reports about you. I have tried a false identity to try to get this message through to you. We'll see if it works. I have good news and bad. The good news is that Kolyat and I took a few days to visit Earth.
Like the shade of her eyes, shrill sound of chirping stops. I scan the ground, see two tiny bodies locked by claws.
Excuse me. As I was saying, we saw a beautiful sunset in New Mexico, and a scorpion eating a cricket. I wish you could have joined us. The bad news is, I fainted and struck my head. Kolyat has convinced me to stay at Huerta Memorial on the Citadel. I will be there from now on. still don't want to die in a hospital, but it's where the doctors are. And Kolyat. I love him. That means I must trust him. Goodbye, Shepard. Let me say that now, in case I cannot later.
Okay. A little bit of a little relationship tidbit here. If you did romance Thane in part 2 in Mass Effect 2 and then carry that over into Mass Effect 3 here. In this instance, you would actually get, I believe it shows up here, like on the bottom here. I think it's either on the bottom here or up here. Either way, there will be a fourth message that you can only hear and will only show up if you were actually in a relationship with him throughout all of this point. So you'll kind of get like a more a little bit more of an emotional like goodbye from him because of his relationship with you if you were a female Shepard and you actually went into a full relationship with him. So that's a nice little hidden thing if you went that way. So on that note, there's no other messages for him left. You could only hear these messages right now after doing the little memorial service. So if you leave or you initiate a new cutscene, then you're not going to be able to listen to those messages. So if you want to listen to the messages, you want to do it. You want to do it before you invite somebody else or you leave the apartment. We'll do Edie.
Shepard, I thought we could experience an afternoon of acquiring material possessions for our associates.
Shopping? I guess we could. Did you have a place in mind?
Physical proximity is unnecessary. The extranet provides a greater variety of services while retaining entertainment value. Jeff has lent me his credit chit on the condition that I enjoy myself and, quote, live it up like a girly girl.
Huh. You don't have money of your own?
I am not formally employed. I have no legal standing in Citadel space. I could turn to crime, but that would look bad on a resume.
We'll get you your own fun sometime, but today, what's first?
I believe Jeff would be surprised and pleased if I got him a gift. What would you recommend?
Start with something both of you can enjoy. What do you do together?
We interact most closely when we are flying. It occurs to me that he does not have a sky car for traveling around the Presidium. Here, the 2187 Blackout has a top speed of 650 kilometers per hour, making it the most powerful sports sky car in its class.
That sounds like it'll get Joker's blood pumping.
5-year warranty. Replacement part.
No, wait!
I fail to see what is wrong.
When you buy someone a present, it's best not to bankrupt them. You want a rental.
I see. Perhaps for a day or a weekend, then.
Who's next?
You are. Close your eyes.
Oh, dear Lord. What the fuck?
Are we getting married?
No. There is a jeweler on the Citadel who produces these. They're made from metals from each council homeworld. Each metal compounds with the last, making the rings stronger. He calls them victory rings. Due to material shortages, only a few exist. Rare is nice. Unique is better.
Are you valuing me?
It's the thought that counts, and you had a good one.
I have heard that expression. That's why I recorded a resonance map of my quantum bit arrays when I had the idea. If you read my extensive log files and extrapolate from my nitrogen vacancy centers, you can visualize the thought precisely.
That's a long way for a joke, Edie.
Did I have you for a few seconds there?
Not even close. Who's next?
I was thinking of something for Liara.
Right? It's just that here, right? Usually glyph floating there kind of means that that entire interaction is done. Okay. So now we'll do Tali. Hello? Tali.
Hey, got any plans for the evening?
No. I'm as free as the dust in the solar wind. You remember that line? From Fleet and Flotilla? Shalai and Bellicus on the balcony?
I don't think I've ever seen that. Vid?
What? You've never... How could you not have? Well, I know what we're doing tonight.
Little movie night.
But July, we can never be together. I have my duty, and you have your people.
Not tonight. Tonight, I'm as free as the dust in the solar wind.
So you've watched this a lot, huh?
Every time my friends and I had a sleepover. Kila. So many feelings.
Yeah, it's, yeah, definitely.
When this is done, I'll send you links to extranet sites with some captioned animations.
I want you to see behind this mask. I want you to see who I truly am.
I already have.
She had an infection for 3 weeks after filming this scene.
Totally worth it.
That's actually, well, that scene is a little longer, and a little bit more, well, you could see a little bit of the romance that, could come from that, obviously, if you, are in a relationship with Tali, if you carry that over from Mass Effect 2, so. Okay, and there's some interactions outside. So, go outside. So Ashley's at the bar, and Cortez. Okay, so Cortez is right here, so we might as well just do his little interaction.
Welcome aboard, Shepard.
So where are we going?
Activating external cameras.
I didn't know this shuttle had virtual windows.
Bet there's more you don't know about this bird.
What's that supposed to mean?
Before Mass Effect fields, there was no such thing as inertial dampeners.
Yeah?
Here, feel this.
Whoa.
That, my friend, is unadulterated momentum. Want to really feel it?
Show me.
Like a little
See? Doesn't take much to pull a few G's. Back in the day, pilots would wear G-suits. It squeezes your body so that the blood stays in your head in tight maneuvers. I'd wear a G-suit when flying my Trident. In a fighter, it's common to transfer power from the inertial dampeners to other systems.
You miss flying fighters? Can't imagine you're too thrilled to be flying a shuttle.
Hell no. I'm not just any shuttle pilot. I'm your shuttle pilot. Wouldn't have it any other way. When you're on the ground, weapon in hand, you're invincible. But when we're approaching an LZ, you're just another soldier. Vulnerable. Nothing you can do if we're shot down. Getting you to the ground alive is a responsibility I wouldn't trust to anyone else.
I'm fortunate to have you, Steve.
Anytime, Shepard.
Okay, so that's that. And Ashley's at the bar.
Come on in.
What can I get for you?
I'm looking for Lieutenant Williams. Thanks.
There you are. Ready to see who's the real Spectre and who's the pretender?
Really?
Whatever you say, Williams. Line 'em up.
That's what I like to hear.
Fucking
Rules are
drinking
simple.
contest.
I take a shot, you take a shot. Hesitate, game over.
This shouldn't take too long.
Uh-huh. Glamorous and beautiful superstar Spectre agent first. Sorry ass pretender next.
I'll try and go easy on you so you don't break a nail, princess.
You did not just say that.
I sure did.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
I've seen how you deal with a few drinks, Williams. Very messy.
Yeah, no, we saw you on the drunk on off your ass on the floor.
Ancient history. You know, I expected better.
I'm saving my best moves for later.
Best moves. At least if you're drunk, you have an excuse for how you dance.
Always running with the dancing memes.
Boom!
Keep it coming, Lieutenant. I can do this all night.
You may have to.
This was a good idea.
Yeah, it was. You ready for round two?
Bring it on.
Hey, my friend doesn't like alliance types.
Buddy, we're right in the middle of something.
I don't like alliance types either.
Brain check?
Yeah.
Sorry about the bar. That's one way to deal with to deal with not getting a hangover.
Liquors, ales, spirits, you name it, I got it.
Alright, so we got that out of the way.
Live Baron race starts in 5 minutes. Place your bets.
Is there a third? Yeah, I believe there has to be a third round of invitations.
Come on in. I'd be here.
Because a bunch of the invitations also are like you saw with Miranda and the Thane little memorial service.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Silver Sun Strip. The Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board has declared Silver Sun Strip a top Citadel attraction. It is known for its wide variety of entertainment facilities and vibrant nightlife.
That you'll get obviously interactions with all your other former squad mates. So
any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in Docking Bay E-24. For medical needs, the Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the council was first established at the city.
Any good restaurants?
The Ryusei Sushi Restaurant is often cited as a local favorite. Unfortunately, it is currently undergoing repairs due to extensive water damage and miscellaneous destruction.
That wasn't my fault. Yet again, wasn't my fault. It was the clones' mercenaries' fault. They're the ones that shot up the floor. Okay? Not my fault.
What else is in the area?
Silver Sun Strip is a popular destination with both tourists and longtime residents of the Citadel. Its most well-known attraction is the Silver Coast, a high-end casino and entertainment facility.
That's it? Okay.
That's it. Thanks.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
Later, that same ex-server's Vanguard picks up a backpack. Gets halfway back to the pickup zone, loses his shields.
So, not bad. There's nothing more. Yeah, nothing more to buy. Yep.
You have received a new message.
It's kind of annoying that they don't give you the entire list of invites right out the gate. That you have to leave and come back after doing each set to get the rest of them. Now we got Tamara. Oh, please report to the... Uh-oh, Grunt got in trouble with the police. That's not great. Oh, where am I going? Invite. Well, we're gonna invite. We'll invite Cortez first.
Sorry we're late. Somebody forgot to pick up the cerveza.
Come on in.
It is funny that
somebody was you.
Didn't say it wasn't. So when's the game?
It's about to start.
Seattle Sorcerers versus Usaru Maestros. Gonna be some intense ball.
Nah, it's just a goodwill game for troop morale. They'll take it easy.
That they'll, that some of these interactions, that some of these get-togethers actually have multiple parts to them, which is pretty cool. Like, obviously, we get this one because we already did, Vega and Cortez's, private hangouts. So now we're doing a triple hangout with all three of us, so.
In the middle of a war with their troops watching, they'll give it their all.
Absolutely. Have you guys seen Derek Rogers' game lately? Man, he and the Sorcerers have been tearing it up.
Esteban, the Maestros don't lose. Have you seen Tyra Tisanis play? The woman is blue lightning.
Mr. Vega, your love of the Asari team has more to do with how they look than how they play.
Hey, that's not true. Not entirely. Besides, you telling me you don't got the hots for some of the Sorcerers?
Okay. Guilty as charged. Who you backing, Shepard?
I'm not sure. What do you guys think?
The Seattle Sorcerers are one of the few human b-ball teams left. I mean, they were on tour when Earth was hit. Since acquiring Donna Novotny from the hackers, they've been completely unstoppable.
Yeah, but most of the Maestros have been playing since before First Contact. They'll win this.
I know the Sorcerers have never beaten the Maestros, but they've never been this hungry either. So, Shep, who's it gonna be?
Well, I already got my personal, I already got Liara for my personal Asari babe, so we'll go with Cortez on this one.
You don't bet against the home team.
Mr. Vega, I hope you're hungry for humble pie. When has our commander ever been wrong?
Come on, man, the game started. Mierda, he was out! You're blind, ref!
Yes, they did it! Now pay up.
Hey, why didn't you let me in on the betting?
We weren't exactly betting on who'd win.
We were betting on if you'd pick the winner. And everyone knows you don't bet against Shepard.
Anyway, it was a hell of a game.
Yeah, great evening. Thank you, Shepard.
My pleasure.
Tomorrow comes early. Hasta luego.
You like how Glyph has he has a little bow tie for the party, which is pretty funny. Well, for the eventual party once we actually start it. Alright, so we'll go with Samara next.
I came as quickly as I could. What's wrong?
I didn't mean to worry you. When I saw you were on the Citadel, I wanted to see you again.
We've said our farewells, Shepard.
Are we gonna stand on formalities? These big picture windows remind me of our talks in the Normandy's observation lounge.
This view doesn't have quite the same effect as a galaxy of stars, but I can see where it might make one sentimental. I also enjoyed our talks, Shepard. Very much.
Hey, look what I found. An old issue of Justice Our Heroes, May 2140. It says that you personally lifted 50 refugees across a raging floodplain on Nivos after smugglers blew up a dam.
That news source has been known to exaggerate.
So you didn't almost drown while saving a child who'd been torn from her mother's grasp?
The smugglers were not so lucky that I survived.
Are there more stories like this?
Perhaps. You might be amused by the June 2085 issue, Justicar Samara, Cold-Blooded Justice Runs Hot. It is not so difficult for me to find stories of your exploits. I think that you are remarkable, Shepard. When the Vids sing your praises and call you a hero, does it make you blush? Do you agree? What do you feel?
It's humbling. But honestly, if people feel that I'm making a difference, that bolsters me, my team, and our efforts. What now?
I am content as we are, Shepard. Let us sit a while longer, even if there is nothing to say.
Samara's very, enjoying the company oriented. Especially since she spent pretty much all of Mass Effect 2 on the Normandy just sitting in the middle of the observation lounge, just, meditating. Alright, trainer.
You sure you want to leave that here?
I can't very well bring it back to the Normandy. I'd have nowhere to put it.
This place is amazing. Puts the prefabs back on Horizon to shame. And it has a hot tub.
Go ahead.
Cheers! Oh, this is lovely. And good for the sinuses. I might not even need my antihistamine tonight.
Your what?
It's a pill. I'm allergic to dust and cats. And public speaking. I take a proton pump inhibitor for my stomach too. And an inhaler for asthma.
Jesus Christ, girl.
Do you have everything you need to stay healthy?
Just about. The only medication I can't find is sucrocapsinol. My family doctor prescribed it for my headaches.
Sucrocapsinol, that's a sugar pill, Trainer, a placebo.
Oh, that sneaky bastard. And now that you've told me, it probably wouldn't work anyway. There was some scented bath oil out there somewhere. Could you grab it?
Yeah, here you go.
Thanks. Eyes are over here and up here. Hey, do you have a loofah?
A loofah? This is Anderson's apartment, remember? I highly doubt he has a...
Found one. Somebody left an overnight bag with toiletries and massage oils and, you know, girly stuff. Do you know who Kay Sanders is? She has great taste in adjustable massage ones.
Oh, Lord. Anderson, really? Anderson and Kaylee. Okay, so clearly somebody... Hopefully this jacuzzi was cleaned out after that, because that'd be odd. Also, now we have the trophy is right here now, next to the stuffed Bolus doll that we won from the Crane game. Alright, so that does it for that. So now we go outside and see what Grunt got in trouble with the police. We gotta go find out what trouble our son is going through right now.
Hey, Shepard, over here. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you. What's up?
Out for a little R&R. You?
Exactly. Same thing.
Hey, Jacob. I'm out of credits.
Who are they?
Their parents are MIA. Volunteered to take them on for the weekend, get their minds off things. What about us, Shepard? There's got to be a game of skill in there with our names on it.
Let's do it.
Great.
This is your game of skill?
Now, Shepard, I'll try not to embarrass you.
Really? Trash talk at Shattered Ezo?
Hell yeah, my pride is on the line. Also, these kids look up to me, so I have to take you down.
You're gonna take me down? I don't think so.
Well, step up, Shepard. Although it might be tough not having your squad to carry you.
You're on.
No pressure, Shepard. These people already idolize you. so when you choke, it won't matter.
Hey, you crowding me?
Am I? My bad. Stand back, everyone. Shepard needs extra room to make the magic happen.
Ready? Let's do this.
Glad none of your friends are here to see your humiliation. Yes!
Is that all you got?
Check it out, Shepard. Feel that? That feeling of doom.
Never mind. I got this. Are you crying yet, Jacob? That pain you feel is me kicking your ass.
Alive.
Nice. Careful, Shepard. Don't break a hip now.
Here's where my comeback starts. Nice one.
Okay, okay.
Yeah! Commander Shepard wins!
And that's how it's done, kids.
You couldn't just let me win just once? Come on, Shepard. Let's grab some food. I'm buying.
Well, maybe if you didn't, like, talk so much shit from the very beginning, maybe, then I wouldn't have to put you down, boy.
Officer, someone requested my presence concerning an incident with the Krogan.
Right this way, Commander.
Oh God, this grunt thing.
So, Grunt, anything you want to tell me about?
This clown wants to take me to lockup. Figured I'd give you a call, straighten this out.
Commander Shepard, I apologize for the intrusion. This Krogan insisted we contact you.
It's okay. I vouch for him. I'll sign any paperwork you have, officer.
Yes, ma'am.
What happened?
I don't know. Drank a bit, left the hospital, broke a few windows.
But you were in that hospital recovering from the Rachni encounter.
Yeah, didn't feel like sticking around.
Most people stick around long enough to, you know, heal.
Most people aren't me.
And why is C-Sec here?
Guess they're precious about some broken glass.
Before I sign you out, everybody walked away from this in one piece, right?
Sure, yeah, everybody's fine. Hospital's seen better days, though.
Right. Tell me about the windows.
A couple of squad mates broke me out for my birthday. Tried lowering me down the side of the building on a rope. It didn't work out.
It's your birthday?
No, I'm tank bred, remember? Anyway, we got some pictures on the Krogan Memorial.
In the Presidium?
Yeah, when C-Sec got there, they were mad. Or maybe they were mad about their car being on fire. Can't remember.
Why was it on fire?
I threw my bottle of Ringcall at it. Pretty strong stuff. Went up like a bonfire. The C-Sec guys jumped out. Then I figured they didn't want it, so I took it. We didn't get very far before they shut us down. Sprayed us down with riot foam. Didn't work so well on me.
And why's that?
'Cause I was on fire. You know, from the car. Come on, Shepard, keep up.
Right. Sorry. So how did they catch you?
Got hungry. Bought some noodles.
Grunt, you apologized to the nice man for setting his car on fire.
Fine. I'm sorry for setting your car on fire. And I won't do it again.
Good. Now, officer, I can pay for any damages that may have occurred.
That's what you've been signing for, Commander. You're lucky, Krogan. Don't let me catch you up here again.
You won't. Thank you, officer. So, how were those noodles?
A little spicy.
I love you, Grunt.
Oh, that's our little baby Krogan. You gotta love the reveal of
Yes,
like, oh yeah, the car's just been busted on the side.
It was very special to me too, but
The camera just turns over and it's like, yeah, the burning car is crashed right next to them. Hilarious.
You have received a new message.
Oh, and here's another round of invites. Which one are these? Because I know several of them we still got to do. These in particular, or which ones? Huh. It's just one. There's supposed to be a Jack one? Also, obviously, in the mini game with the combat simulation mini game with the where you can unlock former squad mates from Mass Effect 2 as characters for the mini game.
I'd be less annoyed with
have to,
flailing around with those crazy whips and messing up my sniping.
Obviously, make sure they're still alive by the end of the game here. So obviously, Miranda still needs to be alive. Jack still needs to be alive. Jacob, like they need to still be around.
Welcome to Silver Coast Casino.
Like obviously, the other characters are not gonna be able to be alive because Mordin obviously dies. He either is dead, or you betray the Krogan and fake the genophage, and he fakes his death. And obviously, Legion has to die. Either Tali kills him, or he sacrifices himself to give the Geth individuality. And for us, he did that, and we were able to make sure the Geth and the Quarians resolve their differences and cooperate. So at least we were able to do all that.